So on my background, I'm a brand designer. I work in brand and marketing design, telling kind of visual stories. That's what kind of motivates me is helping to tell a story to a consumer, and motivate them to ultimately buy a product, but tell a story to them. And I use photo editing apps all the time. My usually go-to app is Visco if you're thinking of photo editing. And for that one, the ease of use on that and being able to replicate the fine level of control usually is what I look for in a photo editing app. Finding a way to get to the level of control in sharpening, in fine color control. That's usually why I end up going to Visco. And I see a lot of trends in, especially filtering now, and I think now I'm starting to see more of that granular control coming into an Instagram, coming into even your iPhone editing software, but even continuing to push that to see how can you really help, moving away from just a pre-filtered aspect to really helping to create different looks and feels. The issue that I find being everyone tends to use the same filter, and so how do you expand that and allow for more personalization and expression in the photo editing? How do I judge the quality of an app? Usually the lack of pushing and a certain filter editing gimmick on me, but allowing for more sandbox of growth. To say this is why I can create anything here, and allowing the sandbox to happen. Yeah, and then I would love to see your guys' app too. Yeah, if you guys have a mock of the app, is that kind of what you're saying here? You're working on an app?
I have 3 goals. I want to change this app and add some more normal steps about this app and add some dark mood. Add a dark mood because the app is right now is gray and is gray and white background. So I want to change into the black or gray.
I think a dark mode too, especially for photo editing, is really nice because it helps you to get a little more contrast when you're editing a photo. Most backgrounds to me tend to be white, and so having the more contrast. Like if I'm using Photoshop, I tend to prefer a darker background anyway because you get more of a contrast for the actual photo you're editing. Yeah, so I think a dark mode would be great for now.
Do you think it should be more simple steps to fix the tools? Maybe it is too much, or
I think even just less clicks for me getting into here, less clicks to getting to tools, and then this menu taking up the entire screen feels a little bit too daunting. It's the amount of tools is too much, and so just limiting the amount of real estate that's taking up here to make it easier to get to these tools. On my end, I prefer using the tools rather than going directly into filters.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Is that helpful?
Thank you.